What is going on, my brodies? It is Andrew at BDAT Production and Publishing. In this YouTube video, I figure we'll go through on how to make a West Coast type of beat, similar to like a YG, Blueface, OhGeesy maybe. And then I'm also going to play through a few samples in the AT West Coast 2 sample and MIDI pack. But so first, I've already made a West Coast type beat. Originally, I filmed process of it, but there was some issues with the actual filming, so I ended up just making a beat. So now I figure we'll break down that beat. I'll go through each section of it. This is one of the samples that's from the AT West Coast 2 sample MIDI pack. The link to that sample pack is going to be in the description as well. The drums for this beat were from Enviral's Fractal drum kit, a drum kit that I've been using quite frequently for several videos for several months now. It's probably one of the best drum kits out there. 808s from AT Sound Kit 6, and there's a few other sounds that are going to be in the upcoming AT Sound Kit 7 that are in this beat. I'm gonna play the intro, chorus, verse, bridge, and chorus again because it just loops. So.
Beat it AT, what up?
And so yeah, that's the beat. It's obviously very West Coast. Two instruments we have is a bass guitar, piano, and then a sign lead, which is very common in all the West Coast style beats. If we were to dive into here, the samples from AT West Coast 2 sample and MIDI pack. Sample is called Shake. It's 99 beats per minute, C minor. So as you guys can see, we just made the same BPM match as a sample. I didn't really want to change the pitch or timing or anything of such, so figured we'll just rock with that. I create a MIDI track and then I put the MIDI inside just so I could reference the bass lines and figure out the 808 bass even quicker. Next, we have the stomp, but you don't really hear it so much in the beat, and it's probably because this crash is overpowering it. So maybe if we got rid of maybe that's better. You alternate it. I feel like that's better. Then we use the riser, of course, just to ease into it. And it kind of blends well with that stomp. Next, 808. C minor is a progression, and the 808 pattern is just similar to the kick pattern, same thing, like the same pattern. Note wise or key wise, it follows the bass line or the bass guitar. It's very easy, didn't take long because I just created the kick pattern based on the drum pattern that I had going. Just copy that kick, paste it into the 808, then stretched it and had each note shifted to where the bass was hitting in the beat progression. And like I said, I figured that out through the MIDI, because when you guys get the sample pack, you get the MIDI to the sample compositions as well. If you guys would like to try out some of the samples that we've made, we do have a free sample pack that has 1.11 gigabytes of samples. On that page too, we have an offer for you guys to get a big cut or savings off of some of the packs as well. But free pack is 1.11 gigabytes and it has a wide range of samples and sounds. Does not have the MIDI, but it does have the stems of each sample composition. So I'll put the link to that in the description as well. But this sample is not from that free pack. I just figured to let you guys know about that. So anyways, let's go into the drum pattern. Let's just loop that chorus. So let's go ahead and play what that drum pattern sounds like by itself. Drums are from Enviral's Fractal drum kit. Little glide with these bells. Here, you'll hear it right here. So yeah, that kick pattern, same thing with the 808. If we go back to it. This little triangle come in on a clap every other, or the second clap of each 4 bars or 4 beats. Hi-hat pattern. In the chorus one, I had these low notes, but in the verse, I got rid of those notes. Because the one thing that I try to let you guys know about and teach is that when you're making your chorus, it's going to be where all the elements are. It's going to be the big hit. So you want it to be impactful, and then you want to strip it away for that verse. Unless if you're going to do an original composition, and when I mean original composition, something that progresses and changes throughout the beat. If you're not going to do that, then remove certain elements from the beat as the beat progresses and then re-add them. And then when that chorus or hook hits, and if you want it to hit hard, have all of the elements there. Obviously, don't have a bass guitar with the 808. That's not going to really sound that nice. It's not going to work out. They're competing for the same bass frequencies. Besides the point. And that's what we're going to see here in this chorus. The first half has an 808 and the second half has this bass guitar. So the drums are the same. Halfway through, we have that cymbal. So then continuing on, here's the bass guitar. Very low. Almost too low, I would say. X for it. Just wanted to adjust it a little bit. All right, so then going into the verse, we don't have the bass guitar playing at any point, and I removed the kicks as well, so the kicks only stay in the chorus. And then, like I mentioned, the hi-hats don't have the lower, you can even see in the pattern right there, it has the low notes, and here we don't have the low notes. The only other point, though, where we have that bass guitar, other than the second half of the chorus, is the bridge, but we're not at that bridge section. Bridge is only 4 bars, and then the verse is 6. It's an 8-bar verse with a 4-bar bridge, making it a 12-bar technically verse. It's a technical verse and bridge. So here's the drums for the verse, at least the first half of the drums. As you'll notice, it's more bare. There's a lot of room for the artist to, perform. Then we're going to add add a few more elements. Here's the difference. Playing it for a little bit longer. 808s are the same all the way throughout the beat. Bridge now. We bring in that sine lead. So here's the drums. There's no kicks. There's a contrast between that bridge and the chorus, the whole bridge is a different contrast in the beat because we don't have any bass elements going on other than the bass guitar. There's no kicks and there's no 808s. So, I mean, there's even kicks on this drums. So, like if we put... So I didn't want to do that here. I wanted to make the impact as hard as possible when the chorus came in. So removing certain elements kind of does that. I might as well just go into the mix to show you guys what I did mix-wise. As I mentioned, just a little EQ. I even tweaked it in this session. EQ on the bass guitar with a little decapitator for coloring, which decapitator is just doing distortion. Next, a little EQ on that. I believe that's the piano. Nothing but just leveling on the sine lead. Clap, I have 2 claps stacked on top of each other. So to show you what I mean, there's 2 claps stacked on top of each other that are then routed to 4. And that's it. Little EQ bump there on the stomp. Nothing really noticeable though. Sound goodizer on the kick. I like sound goodizer on the kicks. I don't really do it anywhere else. I just like how it works. I don't know what to say. I use it on my master, but literally just for saturation. It's not even doing anything major on the master. Next, just a little EQ on the 808, and really nothing until we get to this rim. Oh yeah, I just wanted to remove some of the bass from it. It's just a snare. And then next, we got a little reverb on that triangle. Then here's a riser. I just wanted to dip out some low frequencies and mid, and then just the tag, the B-to-AT tag. So nothing special. Master wise, it's same thing, pretty standard that I do. Abbey Road's mastering chain. You know, I'm doing the 7.5, a little bit of spreader. I don't even think I'm doing I'm not even doing anything EQ wise. So I'm really just using it for the spreader and this preamp EQ. I believe that's the preamp EQ. After that, sound goodizer, like I mentioned earlier, it's just for saturation. I'm not really using it for, I don't like one knob stuff, but the sound goodizer just sounds nice. I use limitless, but for the sake of CPU and demonstration, it's been turned off for this whole filming process. However, during the beginning of this video where I played the beat, I actually used the final beat in there. And then in the Ozone vintage limiter, just 1.3 dB of limiting with the modern setting. This is Ozone 8. I'll put the links to all the plugins in the description as well. So if you guys want to get the plugins and know where to get them, you guys don't need to search further. You guys could just go straight to the description. So yeah, I guess that makes up the whole tutorial for this beat. Now I figured it would be worthwhile to go inside some of the samples that are in the new AT West Coast 2 sample pack. So I'm just going to start up a new session. Here, I'm just going to grab 4 random samples. All right, so I picked out 4 random samples. I'll just play through them. And like I mentioned, you guys are getting the stems and MIDI. Clippers, 102, G sharp minor. Bounce, 101 BPM, B flat. Blueface, 99 BPM, E minor. Then Impala right after that. 101. A sharp minor. So yeah, very West Coast inspired. Obviously, there's this sample pack has a total of 20 of them, and we've only gone through 5. The 4 here, and then the 1 that I did for the beat. So that gives you guys 15 other ones to listen to and discover with. We did upload a full sample playthrough, so I'll put the link to the sample playthrough of the AT West Coast 2 in the description as well. But yeah, that is it. And so hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to click the subscribe button in order to stay informed with whenever we drop new videos and such. And also please engage with the content. Leave a comment if you have any questions or have any suggestions for future videos, content, or even sample packs. This is Andrew at BDAT, and I'll see you guys later.